Hey guys, it's Melissa from Eat on the Run. Sorry that I'm a little haggard. It's 9 o'clock here and I'm finally getting around to doing this. Been a really busy day, 2 jobs, finally getting home, having dinner, trying to eat and vlog at the same time, not a sure if you really want to see this. I'm here just to give you a brief overview of my time spent this past week doing Survive on 35 with the Anytime Fitness and Fluential crews. And I'd have to say that the number one thing that I can describe this challenge as is eye-opening. It was eye-opening to see everybody get so involved, whether they thought it was a good thing or whether they thought that maybe the Survive on 35 challenge really isn't going to add up to what it should be. And I think that since this is the first time the challenge is going through, there's a lot to learn from and how we can make it better and the things that we should keep. So just going to talk a little bit about what I thought and how I got through it. First thing that I thought, I was like, oh, $35. That's low. And it is. It's very low. I'm one person. I feed just myself. I live by myself. And I think I give myself about $50, $60 a week because I like to buy a lot of fresh stuff. So I'm constantly refreshing my fridge with produce and dairy products and the like. So surviving on $35 was definitely a challenge for me in that respect, that I didn't buy as much fresh produce and I didn't eat as much of the fresh produce that that I typically do. So I would say that the number one thing I noticed on this budget was that I didn't eat as many fruits and vegetables as I typically do because you can't afford it on $35. I'm sorry. I know the point of this was to try to show that you can eat healthy, and you can. You can make healthy choices on $35. But whether you're actually meeting the dietary guidelines on $35, I don't think you can. I'm just going to say it. I think that there are better ways to go about helping people get the nutrition they need than setting them at a monetary allowance, considering that most people have different requirements. I'm a relatively tiny person, and although I do teach group fitness, the rest of my jobs are pretty sedentary. I sit at a desk once I'm at my job most of the time. I mean, I'm walking around a little bit, and then at my other job, I just stand there. So my caloric needs are pretty minimal compared to, let's say, a 200-pound man who is in construction work or whatever. So we have to think about that, and I definitely think that the SNAP program can think about how to go about maybe giving allowances for fruits and vegetables versus just a monetary allowance. So my thought on that. And that brought up another point too. I want people to realize that I didn't hit the $35 and I was very frugal with what I ate. I was under $35 actually. I think I equated it out to like $31-ish. I'll have it up once this post goes live at the exact amount that I spent. I kept a journal the whole time. And but again, I'm a smaller person. I'm not going to tell you my weight, but I probably only need 1,800 calories a day, which isn't much compared to some people who need a lot more. So keep that in mind when you're looking at what I'm eating, and maybe you're thinking, oh, that's not a whole lot. For you, it may not be. For you, it may not be enough food. So let's just keep that in mind, that everybody's individual needs are different. Another thing that I want to talk about is just that I'm really happy with the comments that people have given me. I'm glad people got into it and voiced their opinion. I mean, this is the great thing about this, is that people care, and that's wonderful. And you raised a lot of good points, and I'm not going to say that some of you didn't. I just think that I didn't choose to do this because I thought that I was going to make fun of people on welfare. And if people take it that way, I'm really, truly sorry. I am. I don't want people to think that I'm making fun of it or poking light at it or making it seem like a game. That's not at all what I want to do. you know, and maybe this isn't the right platform to do it on. Looking back at it, you know, you always have 20/20 in hindsight, but I really just wanted to show that healthy choices can be made on any budget. But I think that I have said that I think $35 is not enough to meet nutritional guidelines, especially when we're talking about 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. That's a lot, and that's adds up to a lot of money for one person over a course of a week. So I'm just gonna give you my pictures of what I ate during the week, give you my total, and hopefully you've been following along. I posted some of the things that I have eaten. I did my green eggs and ham recipe yesterday, which was a very frugal eat and very delicious. I actually ate half the pan because it was so good and I was so hungry yesterday, or Monday. Was it Monday? Oh, this week's just blurring. But I had leftovers yesterday. So it was really good. I definitely recommend checking that out. And if you like that kind of thing, try it out. See if your family will eat it. It's a great source of protein and you can just shove whatever kind of vegetables you want in it, which is great. Feel free to leave some comments. Please be understanding that even if you don't agree on the Survive on 35 challenge, that my intentions on this were not to hurt anybody or poke fun or put light onto any sort of situation. So I hope that we learn that healthy choices can be made on a budget and that there's obviously some changes that need to be made to the SNAP program in order to provide enough fruits and vegetables and, you know, even whole grains. Whole wheat bread isn't cheap, peeps. It's not. So since I am doing my dietetic internship, I believe I am doing a rotation with SNAP. Got to check on that. But might be a time to actually say, hey, I tried living on this budget. It's okay. It's not great. It's not perfect. How can we make it better? So, you know, it's time like this to see if it works. If it doesn't, let's change it. It's an election year. Remember. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. And I'm signing off.